Hey guys, it's my light guy, and today we are going to be rewriting the DCEU. How I think I would it should be done. Um, in my opinion, the DCEU it's not that bad. It's better than people give it credit for. People think it's below the MCU and Zack Snyder's Justice League. I'd rate it above Endgame. My opinion. Steppenwolf is a better villain than Thanos. I gotta say. Now, here's the first movie. Superman Flyby. In terms of plot, Superman, played by the one and only James Marsden, would do a lot of collateral damage, kind of like in Man of Steel. But this time it'll have a point. You see, it plays a major part in the plot. Now, during in this chaos of destruction, right, a guy gets killed, obviously. But Superman, the second person causing the chaos and destruction, tries to do something about it, and that is Lex Luthor, played by James Franco. Now, the main villain for the film would be Metallo. I don't know who he played by, but he must be like serious. He must be like dead angry, kind of like a hidden Christian character. But I've already got a character that he's playing as, and but the main villains, right? They wouldn't die. Superman would learn from this chaos and destruction and try and become the Superman we all know and love. So the characters in this would be Superman's mum and dad, Ma and Pa Kent, there'll be Jimmy Olsen, Superman's pal, and Lois Lane. They wouldn't be like dating or married in this, but that is a plot. That is a character arc for Clark. He'll try and date. He'll try and like build a circle, a bigger friendship circle, and one of his friends in this cinematic universe will be none other than the Flash, played by Chris Zayak. I pronounce that name right. And Lex would also make a friend in this cinematic universe, the form of Deathstroke, played by none other than Keanu Reeves. They'd make like an alliance. They would become the Legion of Doom. They would be getting like other people from the cinematic universe. It would be the plot of the first film, but I think it would be cool. To have the plot. Clark wouldn't be like doing all the chaos or destruction on purpose. He would try and save people, but people wouldn't see that as what he's doing. People would see him as a god that does not know his own strength. But wants to rule over the world, take over it. Clark will try and become the leader. He'll try and become everyone's friend. He'll try to do that all Superman stuff. Now, Superman and Lois wouldn't be dating at the end of the movie. No, they will they be dating at the beginning of the movie? But that would be the main Clark's character arc. He wants to become a better Superman. and this will meet Flash and Clark won't meet up in this movie, but like Deathstroke and Lex would meet up in this movie at the end credits with Deathstroke busting him out, which will be cool to see happen. And this will move on to movie 2 in the form of Flash versus the Rogues. Okay, so the plot of Flash versus the Rogues is that Barry Allen, the Flash, played by Chris Sayak, will want to live up to Jay Garrick, played by Bill Murray, but there's villains in the way, and there's a team of his villains named the Rogues, and they're all led by Gorilla Grodd. I don't know who he will be played by, but it has to be some big ass leader, just talks deep, like one of the smartest actors. That's why I picked Lex Luthor. That's why I picked James Franco for Lex Luthor. Someone that has to match his intellect. Someone that's serious, someone that's bold, doesn't mess around, doesn't play along, something like that. And Gorilla Grodd's second in command, besides Thinker. I don't know who he'd be played by, but would have to also be smart. I don't know. And it will be Captain Colt, the second in command, played by Sean Bean. Weird casting choice, I know, but still, he'll just be just fun to play as an old guy, a bit sarcastic, douchebag, and the plot of this movie, besides Flash trying to stop Rogues and live up to Jay Garrick, you try and do everything that his dad would want him to do, get a girlfriend, in the form of Iris West, start family, settle down, slow down, all the Flash story. And in this movie, he will look after Wally West. I don't know who will be played by, but eventually he'll be Kid Flash. And in the movie's end credits, we will have Green Lantern, played by the one and only Tom Cruise. And Green Lantern Flight Test. Movie so far. Green Lantern Flight Test would have Hal Jordan in it. He would be played by none other than Tom Cruise, and his arch nemesis, Sinestro, played by Liam Neeson. Now, this movie would have a different type of genre. It would be a buddy cop movie. And Hal will try and Hal will be framed by Sinestro, his old mentor, and he will have to choose between killing him or let the whole world be reeled over by Sinestro. Of course, he would find a way. He would arrest Sinestro in the end. The other people in this movie would be Kilowog, who's joining Hal in this. Kanjaro, he would be at the beginning of the movie, and some like Green Lantern cameos. Well, non-human cameos. Like have a look in the comments, right, and like go pick for my Green Lantern. God, I got sneeze. And in this movie's end credits, we would also have the the fourth hero in this movie franchise, the cinematic universe, Wonder Woman, played by Kate Isakoff. In this movie, Wonder Woman, The Hunt is on. Wonder Woman, played by Kate Isakoff, would be getting over grief of Steve Trevor and her lost child, or the child she would have had before like the miscarriage. And all this anger, this like hate, right, would lead to eventually killing. And this movie would take place modern day. Now, the main villain for this movie would be Tia. And she would have like she would be like everything that Diana Wonder Woman is. She'd become like everything that she stood against for, but like still has like killer instinct. So and what she would use to try and kill Diana to get to Diana to weaken her is her memory of Steve. This will like make you like angry, furious, make her sad, and her, she would like also use another enemy's weapon, Dr. Poison. I don't know who she would be played as. She'll have to be like smart, funny, have an edge, and I don't know who Steve Trevor would be played by, but like he would be serious but funny and like you know like a lovable guy, like just smart, just cocky, just not like Chris, not like Gideon Christensen, like not cocky that way, but like you know, or like some guy that like something like Steve Trevor in the Wonder Woman movies, you know. So in this movie's end credits, we would get to see Arthur Curry, aka Aquaman, played by Leonardo DiCaprio. And in this movie, in Wonder Woman, by the way, not talking about Leonardo DiCaprio's movie. In this movie, we would get see like Wonder Woman like go back to like the way she was before she lost Steve and that. And in the movie's end credits, you know, other than are those DiCaprio's end credits, we would get to have a cameo. Wonder Woman would be having therapy, and we would get to see Wonder Woman, Flash, and Superman team up. Well, get to meet. We would team up in this movie. In Aquaman, King of Atlantis, we will have Arthur Curry, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, try and become Aquaman. He will try and like become the king of Elias, but he would like be reluctant at first, but like he'll eventually learn how to become king. He'll like a character arc of like not being a douchebag, not being like thief or anything like fine with honor, fight, being the kind, being helpful, being heroic, being everything that a good true king should be. Now, his brother would be the main villain. His brother Orm would be the main villain. And he'd be secretly Ocean Master. He would be everything that Arthur is. He would be the exact opposite of Arthur. And his brother Orm would hire a group of assassins named the Black Mantas, and Arthur would try and have to stop them. Now I don't know who they should be cast as. Like how I said, how I said that Arthur would be Orm would be everything that Arthur isn't. Orm will be the exact opposite of him. So maybe if you could get an exact opposite of Leonardo DiCaprio, maybe. And for Black Manta, I would want something like Samuel Jackson, like an actor that's like Samuel Jackson but younger. He has to be serious. He has to be bold. He has to be there's angry and stuff like that. Serious, something like Nick Fury from the Avengers. And in this movie's end credits, you would get to see the Dark Knight. We seen him. We seen his villain, Deathstroke, in Superman Flyby, but we never got to see him in action. And we would also see his sidekick, Robin. It would be played by Oscar Isaac and Sonny Injury. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Right. He's from God of War. And some other characters from Aquaman King of Atlantis would be Mera. Again, the opposite of Arthur, but the opposite of Orm as well. They wouldn't be dating in this movie, but something to have in the cinematic universe. Okay, so in Batman and Robin Arkham, we would have Oscar Isaac as lead role, Batman, and Sonny Irrigid, I don't know how to pronounce his name, as Dick Grayson, Robin. And in this movie, as the main villain, would be none other than the Joker. Well, he wouldn't be the main villain till the climax of the movie. The main villain for the movie would be Hugo Strange. He would be the Warren. But he would get killed. I don't know who he should be played by, but he needs to be smart, having a bold voice, he doesn't need maybe bald with a beard or something, serious performance, voice that gets underneath your skin. But for the main villain, the actual main villain that gets punched in the end is the Joker. Now, Robin wouldn't know who the Joker is at this point, because he'll be Robin for just a week would have just became Robin for 1 week. And Joker would try and get Joker's goal is trying to get Batman to kill him. So he knows that he what Hugo's plan is to like break every Batman villain out of Arkham so that he can kill the Batman. So he uses that to the potential. Getting Scarecrow to like scare the living hell out of Robin, making there'll be like this nightmare scene where Batman comforts Robin, and the nightmare scene would be like Robin turning into Batman, which I think would be pretty interesting. The Joker would be like just sadistic. Like the plot of the movie is that Hugo Strange locks Batman and Robin up in Arkham. They have to try and get out, but they also, but Batman has like fear that the Joker's already gone out, so he has to try and get himself out so he can get the Joker back in, and he also has to take care of Robin, and he also has to like use his tech, but some of it is like damaged. So the movie is basically like a live action adaptation of Arkham Asylum. Now, this would be like the final solo film of Phase 1 of this series. And in the main villain of this Phase 1, right, would be none other than Starro the Conqueror. He would be in every like he'd be in like the ending of Aquaman, the end credits. He'd be in Greenland's end credits, and in this movie's end credits, it wouldn't have Starro on it, but it would have none other than Superman in it. It'll lead up to the Justice League group therapy. So the beginning of the movie has a fight between Batman and Superman. Batman would be winning at first, but then like Superman would manage to trap Batman, defeating him. Superman would like walk away, then Batman will like reveal his identity. So Superman's like uses his X-ray vision and finds out Batman's identity. Then a meteorite comes down, and it has a starfish attached to it. So you are puzzled. Clark says something about like how he has some friends. Like they go and get Flash. They go and get Wonder Woman, and they go and get like some more help. So they go and get Green Lantern, and they go and get Aquaman. So in the first fight, they lose because Aquaman and Wonder Woman don't get along because Wonder Woman hates him because he doesn't respect the old ways. Green Lantern hates Batman because he uses fear as a weapon. Superman's worried about Flash because he's not faster than he used to be. So they lose. Then when they're fighting each other, a figure appears in the form of John Jones, the Martian Manhunter, played by Ikea Amadeo. And they go and like fight the Martian Manhunter. Then they go and fight Starro, and they win at first. But then Superman gets brainwashed, so the Justice League have to fight him instead. Batman uses his like intelligence, so he like manages to like get Lois Lane here as soon as possible. So he gets Flash to go and get her. and bada bing, bada boom, they save the day. It's just the league is formed. Now, what comes next after this? Well, next movies, you'll have to wait till I do phase 2. I haven't got an outro yet for this new iteration of my channel, apart from bye. My take on the DCEU. What do you want to see next in this universe? Or would you want me to move on to the Marvel universe? Because I've got like tons of plans for that. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the like button. It really helps with algorithm stuff. Although like the dislike button helps. But I recommend you clicking the like button because it helps me figure out if you like this video or not. As always, if you like the channel, I recommend clicking the subscribe button, and thanks for watching, and bye again.